Oh really? Oh, why? How come?
Because the food so nice.
Okay, alright.
King of the road, trailer for sailoring.
Okay, hi, you're watching Greg Speed Eats and we're here at Dunman Food Centre for a very short vlog. And we're going to talk about Seng famous TAU KWA PAU. Okay, so what is TAU KWA PAU? TAU KWA PAU is basically a hard tofu which they deep fry and then it's stuffed with all sorts of chopped ingredients, then eaten with gravy and chili sauce. This stall, Seng famous TAU KWA PAU, I believe is one of the last stalls selling this unique dish. So come, let's head inside.
Trailer for sailoring. Trailer for sailoring. Ain't got no cigarettes left.
So here's how the story goes. It's 1959 and Ku Bak Tek was a street hawker selling braised duck in Katong. He noticed that the Peranakans loved to gamble, so he created the TAU KWA PAU as kind of like a lucky fruit to eat. The shape of the TAU KWA PAU looked like a golden purse, and that attracted many customers. Okay, a bit of an update. I was trawling the net for some pictures of Ku Bak Tek when I stumbled upon the National Archives of Singapore. There we go. And their oral history interviews. The National Archives of Singapore actually did an oral interview with Ku Bak Tek himself. He actually said that a Peranakan lady actually passed him the technique of TAU KWA PAU, being cut with filling making. It was that Peranakan lady who actually taught him, and then his stall became famous as a result. So yeah, I tried actually requesting a copy over here of the interview, but unfortunately it cost, there you go, $59.82. So I'm not going to be paying $59.82 to be listening to that interview. But I think that it is safe to assume that he didn't actually invent the dish of TAU KWA PAU, but he actually learnt it from a Peranakan lady. So who is that Peranakan lady? I suppose only the National Archives of Singapore knows that. So anyway, back to the vlog. So after a while, Ku Bak Tek established himself at the iconic Onan coffee shop. The location is presently Alibaba, the hawker bar. A few years later, selling his popular TAU KWA PAU. And in later years, the stall shifted around the Katong area. First to 126 Beer Garden Food Court along East Coast Road. Then to Peranakan Food Village, 369 Tanjung Katong Road in 2012. Now to its current location at Dunman Food Centre in early 2016, which is right there, over there. The senior Ku retired, and his son Ku Lian Hua took over in 1989. That said, sometimes you will see the senior Ku at the back chopping. So come, let's have a taste.
Trailer for sailoring.
TAU KWA PAU 4个。
Trailer for sailoring. Ain't got no trailer for sailoring. Give man of me by no king of the road.
Okay, right, this may not be the most ideal place to film a vlog because it is loud as hell. Lots of blowing fans. Okay, so we got 4 TAU KWA PAU, basically $1.50 each, so that was $6. Okay, but first let me explain what TAU KWA PAU is. It's basically hard tofu which they deep fry. They actually slit open the inside and then they stuff all kinds of chopped ingredients inside. And so when you eat it here, what they do is that they cover it with a braised duck sauce and then you eat it with chili sauce. There you go. First I'll show you what the filling looks like. So fried yam bits and fish cake and egg and cucumber, and I think that's it really. Yeah, predominantly the taste of salted fish cake. There's a bit of creaminess from the eggs. There's a bit of a flour from the fried yam, a bit of crunch from the vegetables. Let's try the braised gravy on its own, which is this. This is what makes the dish. Savory, slightly sweet, quite herbally, and it is a bit starched up, but it's alright. It's still very, very nice. Oh, I forgot, they also throw some coriander on top. And it's nice to actually eat it with the TAU KWA PAU. It provides a little bit more of a herbal flavor and crunch. The chili sauce. Chili sauce, vinegar sourness, spicy, a bit gritty, and there's green chilies as well inside. So anyway, the idea is that you take a bit, you add some of the filling, you add some of the chili sauce, and then you eat it. Wonderful. The tau kwa is fairly soft inside. It's been fried on the outside. There's no crispiness, but it's got a bit of that soft, crispy quality to it. Then the inside is savory, obviously, fish cake flavor and so on and so forth. And there's enough of braised duck sauce inside with that chili sauce. Everything just feels right. And I love the fact that the gravy still has a robust flavor and it's still got a nice herby flavor to it. And the tangy chili sauce, obviously, it complements. So it's sour, it's savory, it's herbal, creamy, spicy, it's a myriad of flavors, slightly sweet too. There's like a nice chunky bite with all kinds of textures inside. There's vegetable crunch, there's a bit of bounce from the fish cake, soft tofu, there's the soft fried skin of the tofu, and there's the jelly-like white egg, and the crispy yam. So a variety of flavors, a variety of textures. It is really a very nice dish, very unique. That being said, the quality has been dropping over the years. The ingredients have been compromising over the years to keep the costs down. So last time, when you first bought it, you used to have like chopped duck, chopped pork, chopped intestines, and all sorts of things. But now you get it, well, there's no meat for a start. So, and what they do have, the quality is also not as good as before. So the whole idea was that there are all these crispy yam bits inside and they will provide crunch. And granted, sometimes they do, but they often do come a little bit soft. So then it doesn't really serve its purpose. Yeah, still a little bit of crunch still, but could be crunchier, But then here's the other complaint about the stall, that the price keeps on increasing and increasing, that it's not as cheap as it once used to be. Bear in mind that complaint, the fact that it's getting more expensive, and the fact that the ingredients have been getting less. That's the problem now. When you complain that hawker food is getting more and more expensive, they do compromise on the dish itself. For me, I'm willing to pay for a proper TAU KWA PAU, even twice the price, if it is actually done well, and you actually get a whole host of ingredients inside, liver and so on and so forth. You can just imagine the taste, how good it will be. I think it will be simply out of this world. But that being said, even though I say that the quality has been dropping, I will still eat at this place in a heartbeat. Whenever I'm near the area, I'll pop inside, eat a few, then move off. Because it is still a very nice tasting dish, irregardless whether they put meat and all that stuff. It's just that you know that it could be so much better. But what to do, sometimes it's not always what you want. But anyway, it is kind of a moot point, because it is like what? The only stall selling this dish left? I think that the Big Bird at Bukit Timah, they still do sell it, but only over the weekends, and it's not very good. Also about takeaway and eating in, if you have the option, I would suggest to actually take it away. Not that the flavors get better if you take it away, but you actually get a lot more of the braised duck gravy. It actually packs a little bit more inside, so that you can actually pour on as much as you want. Here they are a little bit stingy with their braised duck gravy lah, because it is so much nicer when it is drenched in that gravy. It's just amazing. There we go. All finished. Yum. So that was a very short, quick look at Seng famous TAU KWA PAU. It's a very unique dish, and it's something you should try, even though the standard has been dropping over the years now. Because you cannot find this dish anywhere else in Singapore. And even if you eat the dish and then you judge the taste, right, not based on the past, but based on what it is right now, right, it is still a very tasty dish. For me, it is something which I grew up eating, because my aunt will always buy it for family gatherings, and I will always pop down the stall to eat it, and so I love it tremendously. But as I said, I just wish that they would actually offer a premium version of it, because that is what I would really pay for. Double the cost, never mind, it's okay, pay for it. So, thanks for watching another episode of Great Speed Eats, where I eat through the whole of Singapore. If you like this episode, give a like, subscribe, and comment below. And I'll see you next one for more eating. Bye-bye.
King of the road. King of the road.